The Torah tells us in the battle against Amalek in Shemos Yud Zayin, chapter 17, verse 12, it says, the Moshe Rabbeinu lifted up his hands, then the Jewish people were victorious. When they were heavy down, they lost, and they supported Joshua Kalev. They supported Moshe Rabbeinu's hands, and the Torah says, Vayhi Yodov Emuna, his hands were faithful ad boy Hashemesh, until the sun set. And Rashi says, what's it mean? His hands were faithful. Says Rashi, Vayhi Moshe Yodov be'emuna, his hands had a faith. What does it mean? Perushas Hashemayim b'Tefilla and Emuna, they were spread out in Tefilla, in faithful prayer. And Rabbi Nachman of Breslov takes this idea one step further, and he says, through Tefilla we can achieve greater levels of Emuna. If you look in the 13 principles of faith, Yud Gimel Midas, Yud Gimel Ikrim, you'll notice that of the 13 principles we achieve and go through these and revise them through our tefillahs. Let's give just some examples. First of all, the fact that we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we make a bakasha, we make requests and ask Hashem, that shows that we have Emuna, that we believe He is Hakol Yuchol, He's able to do everything. So that's one. And then, of course, we've got other examples. One of the 13 principles of faith is that we believe that Moshe Rabbeinu is the true Novi. He is the greatest, the Alpha Nevi'im. We say in Davening before the Shir B'Sukkot Zimra, V'Amina B'Hashem, V'Moshe after I believe in Hashem, and Moshe his servant. And there's many. This is the concept of Emunas Chachomim, belief in the sages, and of course then we say the Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, and that's one of the beliefs. 13 Emunas Shaboris Hashem Hu Yochid, He is the one, and there's no oneness like Him. And then the second paragraph of Shema, which talks about Schar v'Onesh, reward and punishment, and the consequences of actions, all spoken about for Hayom Shemoya, if we listen or if we turn away. So you see, through Tefillah, there's so many opportunities to strengthen and acquire Emuna, not just one particular area, but in so many areas of our faith and our faithfulness. In fact, there's in the Amida, we talk about Tchias HaMesim, the resurrection of dead. If you look in the Amida, you'll notice 3 times we mention Tchias HaMesim, about the resurrection. In the Bracha, right at the beginning of the Amida, Ato Gibor Hashem Mechaye Mesim Ato, Mechalke Chaim Mesim Barachamim Rabim. Then we finish off Melech Meimis and Mechaya, Hashem who gives, who's the King who causes to die and gives life. Umatzmich Yeshua causes the redemption. And there's an idea, I think I saw in the footnotes in the Art Scroll Siddur, that says that because Tchias HaMesim, resurrection of dead, applies to 3 things. There's number 1, just giving birth to anything in the world, whether it's plant life. You plant something in the seed and it comes alive. An animal, a human being, that's the birth of a person. Number 1. Number 2 is when a person wakes up every morning. The Chazal tell us that sleep is 1/60th of death. So we wake up, that's also resurrection of the dead. Wake up in the morning, and some of us feel like that more than others. And of course there's the ultimate Geula, when Matzmiach Yeshua, the ultimate resurrection of the dead, when all the dead will come up from their graves and the coming of Mashiach. And of course in Shemona Esrei itself we talk about, we strengthen our faith in belief in Mashiach, the gathering of the exiles, the establishment of King David and Mashiach in Yerushalayim Echa and Etzemach David. These are all beautiful concepts. We strengthen our Emuna through Tefillah. We focus on different concepts. We don't have to do all of them every day. But each day we take a different idea of our Emuna, and we focus, and we can strengthen our Emuna